Hey, join me today as we visit the Oklahoma Museum of Flying. Actually, behind me I hear a couple jets firing up, getting ready to fly out. This is at Wiley Post Airport in Bethany, Oklahoma. Join me as we go inside and see what we see.
So as we enter, this is immediately what you see on the left side of the front door. It looks like some flight suits and a display case. Now we'll just pan around a little bit inside the main entrance, and we see some different photographs on the wall and documentation about different airplanes and I believe different wars. We see a couple more uniforms here as well from different pilots. There is a back room. We'll go back there in a minute. And we see a lot of trophies here. Now, most of these trophies appear to be won by two different Hennessy's. It's just a whole bunch of them, and I do wonder if the Hennessy's run this museum. Now, these trophies here appear to be for two different airplanes. The primary airplane that seems to appear is the Miss America. And we have two different flags that were given to the museum. And again, here we see Brent Hissey's name on it. Sorry, I said Hennessy a minute ago. It's Brent Hissey. And here we have a display case to Herbert A. Bradley from the 453rd Bombardment Group. Just different pieces in here that I guess were donated to the museum. In this main lobby area of the museum, if you will, it appears as though there's an eclectic collection of things to different pilots that may have flown in different wars. And again, here we have one of those flight suits that we saw immediately upon entering the museum. And we're just looking down at it. And now let's pan up on the other one, just a different flight suit. And it looks like this one may actually have a life vest attached to it as well. All right, here we are looking at some of the different trophies that are back here. This is that back room.
A trophy from 1995 National Championship Air Races, Unlimited-Bronze. It's second place, and it was issued to Brent Hissey, flying the Miss America at 349.918 miles per hour. The 41st Annual Reno National Championship Air Races 2004, 7th place Unlimited Gold, also issued to Brent Hissey, number 11 Miss America, and apparently it was 378.667 miles per hour. And the 1996 National Championship Air Races, first place Unlimited Bronze to Brent Hissey, flying Miss America at 365.258 miles per hour, and it is owned by Brent Hissey.
And now we are just panning around that back room area that we originally saw. There's a couple model airplanes here and a couple more pictures and displays. All right, now we are in the back hangar area. This is a U.S. Army L-19E. It was manufactured by Cessna as a 0-1 Bird Dog. And the Bird Dog, from what I could read online, and feel free to correct me in the comments below or fill in more information, from what I understand, this was used as an observation plane. All right, let's go ahead and take a look inside this cockpit. It's hard to get a good view of it looking around. Sorry about my reflection of me there. We can see up high a little bit better around the top of the cockpit. And there's a rear seat with a rear joystick back here as well. This one is called the Super Rabbit.
I'm assuming these symbols mean that this plane was used to drop that many bombs. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. And I wonder if that's the amount it dropped or the amount of hits that this plane had. On the side here we see it says U.S. Army B-25J-30MC. I guess this is where the front gunner would sit. And we see up on top too, so we've got a front gunner, we've got a pilot area, and then way up top it looks like there's another top gunner way up top there. Oh wow. And then on the sides here we've got another little window with a gun sticking out there, and there's another view of that top gunner. There's a porthole here. Let's see if I can get you in there to take a look. So that would be looking towards where the gunner would sit. I don't know what you can see. I'm holding the camera way up, just barely out of my reach, to look in this porthole. Here we go. That's the hole that I was just looking inside of, and there's that gun poking out of the side of this plane. And then we see in the tail, I see two more barrels sticking out right here. Wow, this is a crowded little museum with some really interesting things hidden in here. Oh yeah, we see the little like cockpit for the rear gunner as well. And then down this side we also see another window where a gunner would be. So this plane has a front gunner, a rear gunner, two side gunners, and a top gunner. 5 gunners in one plane. I'm sure you don't want to encounter this thing in battle. Let's see if I can reach up to that window where that gunner would be sitting and see if you can see anything in there. Oh, there's that porthole on the other side. I can just barely see the display window on my camera for you. All right, let's back up a little bit and take a look. We were just peeking inside that side window there. All right, and then next to that we have this plane. Looks like it has a display. Let's pick that display back up. All right, looks like the wind is gonna wanna knock it down. But what does this say? It says it's a Aero L29 Delphin. This one looks like it may have recently been restored. The paint is all perfect on it. It's got a front tow bar on it. Looks like it might actually be flying now. Let's see if we can reach up into this cockpit. That is quite the head brace for the pilot. I'm guessing that protects the pilot while they're fighting from the massive amount of G's that they probably throw in this plane. And here's the rear seat. And I might have it wrong. I don't know. Some of these, from what I understand, the pilot is the rear seat. They both seem to have controls. The hangar is open today. Let's walk around the other side. We just have to be careful as we walk around because this is a very, very loaded hangar. All right, let's duck under this wing and get to the tail. Hello, Mr. Tug. All right, here is the tail. It's hard to get the whole plane in shot because everything is so tight in here. So many things crammed in one little hangar. There's like the fullest shot I can get of this one. See the way it's just crammed in here. Right next to this, I guess it's a bomber type plane. And there's another plane tucked back there. That might be the Miss America that a lot of those trophies were for. We'll go over back there and see if we can get a better look at that plane in a minute. But that does appear to be the Miss America. Now back here we've got two fuselages that they appear to be working on. They are actively working on the one on the left behind that wing that's sitting upright. And the one on the right is there right now. It looks like it's been worked on recently, but there are two men working on the one on the left. Then over here we have that plane that we saw earlier. So you see how tight this museum is. And then outside, this is the hangar. I mean, we're right here at the opening of the hangar, and they've got their trailer for the Miss America racing team right here. So this is all active. I suspect that this bomber may actually fly as well. Very interesting. All right, let's see if we can get back there by what I think is the Miss America. Oh, I see parts. So I wonder if she's taken apart right now. And not, oh, yep, she's not flyable. And she's got some dust on her. There appears to be no engine or front end on this plane at all right now. But it looks to be, oh, that's funny. There's a mouth with a tongue on it. I wonder if that yellow part is the fuel tank? Oh, here's the prop for it. And I just saw down beneath it is a little model of it. It's like it's got its own little baby hanging out with it under its wing. And the little model does say Miss America. Yep, that little model has a number 11 on it, just like the big plane. So I think it is a fair assumption that this is the Miss America that all those trophies were won with. Now let me watch my step here and see if I can get you a better view up high. I'm trying to show you inside the cockpit of her. I know I've said it before, but this is very crowded in here. And then what we've got is hanging up off the ceiling, there's little model airplanes hanging throughout the building. And they're hard to find, but they're up there. And multiple flags as well. Couple pictures on the back wall. And let me see. This reads, Japanese Army silk flag, original World War II era manufacturer. Original 35-inch by 35-inch Japanese Army silk World War II rising sun flag, with a purple silk fringe around 3 sides. This flag was a souvenir brought home from World War II by Seaman First Class Carroll Williams, originally from Mountain Air, New Mexico, but lived in the Tucson, Arizona area at the time of his death. Japanese flag is framed with 2 photographs of Seaman Williams and some of his Navy buddies holding up this Japanese flag. So I guess they captured it during a battle. Okay, so I just found this poster board, and the little plane down here on the left says it's this top one is M40, then we got a first 9 B-25, and then variations of B-25, an F-10, a B-25, so I'm assuming the bomber we were looking at is the B-25. And here's a B-25D factory, I guess, where they're building them. First of the gunships is what this is called. So maybe we don't call this a bomber, maybe we call it a gunship. And over here, under specifications, it says it's a B-25H Mitchell, 5-seat medium bomber, 2 1700 horsepower Wright R2600-13 Cyclone 14-cylinder twin-row radial piston engines. Max speed, 255 miles per hour in the early versions, 240 miles per hour armed and armored at 13,125 feet. With a ceiling of 23,800 feet, range of 1,300 miles with a bomb load, weighs 19,400 pounds empty and 36,000 pounds fully loaded. Wow! It just about doubles its weight when it's fully loaded. The weapons on here are 175 millimeter cannon or up to 16 50 caliber machine guns, 8 127 millimeter rocket projectiles up to 3,000 pounds of bombs. The dimension shows a wingspan of 67 feet 7 inches, 51 feet long, a height of 15 foot 9 inches, with a wing area of 610 square feet. So, with all the documentation about the B-25 Mitchell, I assume that's what we are looking at here. And again, here she is. I wish I could tell you exactly what this one was, other than a U.S. Army L-19E. Well guys, I guess that's going to do it for us today over here at the Oklahoma Museum of Aviation. It is a unique, tiny little museum tucked away in Bethany, Oklahoma at the Wiley Post Airport. Really unique. It looks like they may also do some fly days here, but it was really neat to see these planes that are actually being worked on and restored for flight. And it is home to the Miss America, which apparently is a winning airplane for air races. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you have an awesome day.